Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building a base game starter home and we are building this house in Willow Creek and on the lower right neighborhood. I don't even know how it's called, the neighborhood, but the lot is called Creek Cabana and we are building on a 20 by 15 lot again. 20 by 15 lots, they are amazing. I love them. It's just so easy to fill them up with items and you don't spend hours and hours on like decorating everything because I hate it when I have like empty corners on a lot. It just doesn't feel right to me. So therefore I always have to like fill up everything and just make it look cohesive with the surrounding areas. And for the 20 by 15 lots, I don't know, but I feel like it's the most like easiest for me. And yeah, so therefore I just love to build here. And yeah, this is a small home and it's a starter home. So it only is, I think it costs around 16,300 simoleons, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's about it. Yeah, I will put more info in the description box to the build if you are curious about that. And yeah, it's part of my base game save file. So I'm working on a save file, which is just base game, so that you can download the whole save file if you only have base game. Because all of the new packs and all of those things, I'm just overwhelmed by that. And I feel like building something with this that is just base game every now and then is super helpful just to, I don't know, to not be overwhelmed anymore by all the packs. And also, in addition, I do feel like not a lot of people own all the packs, especially because they are so expensive. And I don't know, I don't want like anybody to be like, hey, let's buy the packs because you see my builds. And I don't want to influence you to buy the packs because they are so expensive. So I'm just gonna build some more base game stuff and also work on a base game save file because then you can also have all the fun with the whole game and without needing to buy all the packs. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's only base game. I used the pack selection thing that I think we got like a couple of weeks ago. The Sims added this kind of like, system into the game where you can select all the different all the different packs that you want to use. And well, I disabled all of them. So this way I made sure that it's just base game here. Even though oftentimes when I do base game only builds, I end up like taking screenshots with all the packs because then I have seasons and I can like change the weather and just make it look nicer. And well, when I do that, almost like every single time my Sims, they end up cooking something on the barbecue and then it's an outdoor retreat recipe. It's always like this. And then there is a plate of some kind of recipe that is not base game and then I'm trying to upload it to the gallery and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is there outdoor retreat? And then I'm realizing, it's again the barbecue. So that is something I'm struggling with. I don't even know if I gave them here a barbecue though, but but that's something that always happens to me. So yeah, as you can see, there's also a little backyard here, a tiny little backyard area where your Sims can just like, I don't know, place down all the stuff they want. And here we are working on the interior already, just figuring out the whole, all of the colors, wallpapers, floorings, and I think I will change out the location from the bathroom later on because I wasn't happy how it looked. The whole house is for 3 Sims in total. So there's a bigger bedroom for the parents with a double bed. And also there is one kid's bedroom where I placed down 1 bed. But you can also change that out to a bunk bed, I think, or just place down 2 single beds, whatever you want. Maybe you can also place toddler beds here. There's enough space for that, so you could totally also put 4 Sims into that little space here. Well, maybe the living room will be a little bit small if you have 4 Sims, but well, that, your Sims will manage, I feel like. Yeah, it's not too big, not too much going on. I only had I didn't have too much money, so therefore the interior is not like super cluttered and not super decorated, but everything your Sims needs, everything your Sim needs is here. English is going strong today. Well, so there's a kitchen, a tiny little living space, and also a dining table. Here is the kids' bedroom, and then there's also the parents' bedroom. Yeah. So, well, I think that is actually almost everything for the build. It's a very short speed build, but if you're interested in seeing the longer version of this build and just like seeing everything how it came together without sped up and without me talking, you can check out the longer build uncut video in the description box. I linked there to my other channel if you want to check that out. Yeah, also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more base game builds. Also tell me in the comments what kind of base game builds you would love to see. I would love to hear and figure out how to make that work. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. You can find the build on the gallery. My ID is Sunnysimsie YT, and you can find the try files on my Patreon, and both is linked in the description box. And yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more builds like this, and then I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!